Okay, so have you ever, like, torn apart a lawnmower engine? Just to, like, see what's going on in there?
You bet. I mean, who hasn't,
Me
right?
too. But could we design one?
Oh,
One
one
of
of
those bad boys from scratch?
That's what we're diving into today.
Buckle up because today's deep dive all about engine designers
We're talking career paths, insider tips from RoleCatcher's guide.
and how to use this platform to, like, really power up your job search.
Yeah, it's a field where you're not just building engines.
Right.
You're building the future. Next-gen tech, sustainable solutions, the works. It's going to be a wild ride.
So this isn't just about, like, greasy hands and being a gearhead, right? What does an engine designer actually do all day?
Think bigger. We're talking designing, testing, even overseeing the installation of all sorts of mechanical equipment.
Okay.
Industrial machines, power generation systems. You name it, they're on it.
Okay, so less wrenching, more strategizing.
You might find them elbow deep in a prototype sometimes, for sure. But the guide paints a dynamic picture. One day you're at your desk running simulations, the next you're on site at a bustling manufacturing plant, making sure your designs come to life.
The simulations. See, now that sounds pretty high-tech.
It's not all about sketching on blueprints anymore. Imagine this. You could be designing an engine for an electric vehicle entirely in a virtual environment,
Wow.
testing different parameters, maximizing efficiency, all before a single physical part is made.
Whoa, talk about futuristic.
Hey,
But you need some serious brain power to pull that off.
you bet. A strong STEM foundation is non-negotiable.
Right.
Think degrees in mechanical or automotive engineering.
Yeah.
And for those high-tech simulations you were curious about, even computer science is becoming increasingly important.
Computer science, really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So it's a blend of traditional engineering and cutting-edge tech.
Precisely. And here's another curveball the guide throws. Education and training. Turns out, engine designers might also train others on their designs or new technologies.
So you could be designing the engine and teaching others how to build it.
Exactly.
That's a pretty awesome career trajectory.
It speaks volumes about the leadership potential in this field. You're not just a cog in the machine, you're driving innovation and bringing others along for the ride.
Now, when I think engine design, I'm picturing someone laser-focused on technical specs.
Right.
But the guide also mentions things like reading comprehension and even customer service.
Yeah, communication is key in this field. Engine designers don't just work in isolation. They're part of a team, explaining their visions, understanding client needs, making sure everyone is on the same page.
It's about translating complex engineering jargon into something everyone can understand.
Exactly, and that's where those soft skills really come into play. A great engine designer isn't just a technical whiz. They're a communicator, a collaborator, a problem solver.
They're the whole package. Now,
Oh.
let's talk about this RoleCatcher platform. How does it help someone navigate this, like, very competitive world of engine design?
Think of it as your secret weapon. First up, their job board is a game changer. It pulls in listings from everywhere, so you're not wasting time scouring the internet.
So it's like a one-stop shop for engine design jobs.
You got it. But it gets even better. They have this amazing skills analysis tool. You upload your resume, and it tells you exactly how well it matches different engine designer roles.
You can see where you stack up against the competition
Yeah,
and identify areas to, like, beef up your resume.
exactly. It takes all the guesswork out of the application process. And if you want to really nail those interviews, they have this incredible database of practice questions. You can even record yourself answering, get feedback from their AI, and practice until you're just like oozing confidence.
Okay, that's seriously cool. It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
And it's not just about memorizing answers. RoleCatcher's platform helps you understand what employers are really looking for, your passion for engine design, your problem-solving skills, your unique approach.
It's about standing out from the crowd and showing them you're the engine designer of the future.
Speaking of the future, one thing that caught my eye in the guide was the mention of job instability in certain industries. What's the deal with that?
The elephant in the room, right?
Yeah.
The truth is, the rise of automation and AI has everyone a little jittery.
So robots stealing our jobs? Is that what we're talking about here?
It's a valid concern, and one we'll dive into deeper later, but for now, the key takeaway for you is the importance of adaptability and continuous learning.
Got it. So never stop learning, never stop growing, basically. Become the engine designer. Even a robot would be scared to replace.
Now you're getting it. This field is constantly evolving, which is part of what makes it so exciting.
Okay, so adaptability is key.
Yeah.
But let's say, like, I'm sold. I want to be an engine designer. This is it for me. Where do I even begin?
Well, RoleCatcher, they lay out a pretty clear roadmap. Hands-on experience, that's paramount.
Yeah.
Think internships, co-op programs, anything that lets you put those, like, textbook theories into practice. So less classroom, more engine room.
Exactly. They suggest targeting automotive or engine manufacturing companies,
Right.
which makes sense. But here's a less obvious one. University research projects.
Oh, okay.
If you're still in school, that's your chance to really get your hands dirty with some cutting-edge stuff.
And impress those future employers with your go-getter attitude.
Exactly.
I bet joining cart clubs or organizations wouldn't hurt either, right?
Absolutely. It's all about showing passion.
Right.
Employers want to see that spark, that drive to go beyond the textbook and truly immerse yourself in the world of engines.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. You've landed your first engine design gig. You're in. How do you climb that career ladder? What does a typical trajectory look like?
Well, RoleCatcher breaks it down into clear stages.
Okay,
You usually start as a junior engine designer, fresh out of university, eager to learn the ropes.
right. You're the rookie, soaking up all the knowledge from the veterans.
Exactly. You'd be assisting senior engineers, conducting research, maybe doing some, grunt work.
Right.
But it's all valuable experience.
It's like an apprenticeship for the digital age, kind of?
I like that. You'd also be learning to use industry standard software, like CAD, to create those really intricate engine designs.
Okay, so you're mastering the tools of the trade. What's next?
Next up, you'd probably move into an engineer eye role.
Okay.
Now you're taking on more responsibility, designing components, maybe even leading small projects.
Right.
This is where you really start flexing those problem-solving muscles.
So less following instructions, more coming up with your own solutions.
Precisely. And you're not just thinking about the technical stuff anymore. You're starting to consider feasibility, cost analysis, all those real-world factors that bring an engine from just a concept to an actual creation.
Felt like a steep learning curve, but exciting too.
Absolutely. And as you gain experience, you might find yourself stepping into an engineer 2 position. Now you're leading teams, managing budgets, and mentoring those eager junior designers, just like someone mentored you.
It's like paying it forward.
Yeah.
And I bet those leadership skills become super crucial as you keep progressing.
Without a doubt, because eventually you might find yourself in that coveted senior engineer role.
Right.
This is where you become the visionary, the mentor to an entire team guiding the development of groundbreaking engines.
Okay, now we're talking dream job territory. Leading the charge, pushing the limits of what engines can do, that's pretty inspiring.
It really is. It's a testament to years of hard work, continuous learning, and yes, a healthy dose of passion.
Speaking of continuous learning, RoleCatcher seems to hammer that point home.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
In a field that's driven by innovation, staying ahead of the curve is absolutely essential. They suggest attending conferences, subscribing to journals, basically immersing yourself in the world of engine design.
So it's not just about what you learned in school, it's about staying curious and constantly upgrading your knowledge.
Exactly. They even recommend following industry leaders and organizations on social media.
Oh, wow.
It's a great way to stay informed and engaged, especially with all the advancements happening like at lightning speed these days.
Social media for engine designers. Who knew? It's like this whole world I'd never even considered. But I imagine even with all the right knowledge and experience, actually breaking into this field, it's got to be tough, right? What does RoleCatcher suggest for actually landing that dream job?
They've got you covered there too. They stress the importance of building a strong online presence, particularly on those professional networking sites like LinkedIn.
Because, let's face it, in today's digital age, your online profile is often that first impression you make.
Precisely. They encourage you to showcase your projects, highlight your skills, and really make your profile stand out from the crowd. Networking is also key. Attend industry events, join professional organizations, reach out to people who are already working in the field.
Basically, put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Make those connections. Now, I know we've touched on the automation elephant in the room.
Right.
What's the verdict? Are robots coming for engine designers' jobs?
It's the question that sparks debate everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Will AI replace engine designers completely? Probably not. At least not anytime soon.
So there's still hope for us humans.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. While AI can handle repetitive tasks and optimize designs based on data, it's the human element that truly drives innovation.
That feeling, that creative spark, you can't program that, right?
Exactly. We can look at a problem from multiple angles, come up with out-of-the-box solutions, and push boundaries in ways AI simply can't. yet.
So it's not about fearing the robots, it's about learning to work alongside them.
Now you're thinking like a true engine designer. Embrace the technology, use it to your advantage, but never underestimate the power of your own creativity and intuition.
It's that human touch that will always set us apart. Okay, so we've talked about the skills, the challenges, even the potential robot takeover. But what about the rewards? Why would someone choose this path? What makes it all worthwhile? It's got to be more than just a job, right?
Yeah.
Like it's about building the machines that, power our world.
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah.
It's about seeing your designs come to life, knowing that you're pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And let's not forget the impact. Designing engines for, like, sustainable energy solutions.
Right.
That's got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely. You're not just building a career, you're building a better future.
I like that.
And according to RoleCatcher, the job outlook reflects that
Okay.
the demand for skilled engine designers, it's on the rise.
Yeah.
Especially those who can blend that mechanical mastery with cutting-edge software and a passion for sustainability.
So it's a good time to be an engine designer.
If you're up for the challenge and the constant learning, absolutely. And that's where RoleCatcher really shines.
Okay.
They don't just leave you with a bunch of information, they equip you with the tools to succeed.
Okay, so remind us again how RoleCatcher actually, helps with the job hunt.
Well, besides that incredible job board and the skills analysis tool we talked about,
Right.
they offer just a treasure trove of resources.
Okay.
Think of it as their secret sauce.
Right. They've analyzed thousands of engine design jobs, and they've identified the skills, certifications, even the keywords that make a difference.
Keywords like some secret code for getting hired.
You could say that. They've cracked the code of what employers are looking for, both in your resume and in your online presence.
Oh.
They even offer templates and tips to help you craft the perfect engine designer resume.
So it's like having a career coach in your corner, guiding you every step of the way.
Exactly. And they don't just stop at the resume. They offer interview prep materials, salary negotiation tips, the works.
Wow. They really hold your hand through the whole process. It's like they're saying, we believe in you, now go out there and build some awesome engines.
That's RoleCatcher in a nutshell. They empower you to take control of your career, to not just be an engine designer, but to be a great one.
I love that. So for anyone listening who's, feeling that spark, that curiosity about the world of engines, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them based on everything we've learned from RoleCatcher?
Don't just dream about it, do it. This field is full of possibilities, but it's not for the faint of heart.
Right.
You need passion, a thirst for knowledge, and a willingness to constantly push the boundaries.
Embrace the challenges, embrace the robots, embrace the future of engine design.
Now you're speaking my language.
Well, that brings us to the end of another deep dive.
Yeah.
We explored the exciting world of engine designers, from the nitty-gritty technical skills to the importance of creativity and adaptability.
We've also seen how RoleCatcher can be your secret weapon,
Right.
providing the tools and guidance to navigate this competitive but incredibly rewarding field.
Absolutely. If you're ready to turn your passion for engines into a fulfilling career, head over to RoleCatcher and see what they have to offer.
Yeah, check it out.
You might just be surprised by what you can achieve.
Until next time, keep those engines running.
And keep that curiosity burning. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.